Hello everyone, my name is Mythrell and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. So it's a bit late now, so I'll try to be quiet. I've been trying to record the game over the past couple of days and my computer has been just totally freezed up and rebooted itself. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully that will be fixed. So one thing I actually noticed when I was just checking out my inventory between the episodes here is that the reason why I have the grenade upgrade on Aladdin is that it's actually a grenade. It's a scope rifle capable of firing plasma-surrounded projectiles that explode on impact and burn anyone in immediate vicinity. So that's why the new weapon also had the so-called grenade upgrade, because they actually don't have it at all. Unlike my Viper 2, which actually has the sticky grenade launcher. I'm actually gonna just deconstruct it, and why not do this as well. We're not gonna use level 2 weapons, so basically there's no special mod installed on Aladdin. I'm not actually sure if I will install one. Since it already has the grenade thing going on, I don't know if I want anything else there. So we are still on the ship. Trying to kind of...
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
What? Whom?
You're always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Suvi.
Who is it, Kalo? Tell me. I need to know.
What can I do for you?
Oh, well, I guess that's...
I'll let you concentrate.
That's that.
You know where I'll be.
So we were heading off to the Nexus, Nexus and our ship. We need to revisit the SAM node and do whatever it takes to kind of get going here. Is there still missions here? Architect Husk.
Tracking a remnant architect.
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
Okay. That's interesting. I don't know, I guess the only thing we get is that that 5% bonus, but it's kind of interesting that the architect ended up in a space. So T for exit, right? No, that's the wrong one. Oh, that's cool. I don't know why it's floating like that, because it should be dead. I'm looking for space. And space.
Anomaly on sensors.
Really? I think we have scanned everything on here, so I'm gonna go for the Nexus. Need to visit home, talk to Sam and deal with that and stuff like that. You know. Or maybe you don't, who knows. At least the game hasn't crashed yet, so that's improvement over the last time. But actually, I don't know what the heck did they do in the last patch, but the game has been very unstable after that. Which I pointed out in every episode ever since, so I mean, yeah, that's not good. So we have a shitload of quests in the Nexus. Let's go do them, I suppose. We haven't been in the Nexus ever since the beginning of the game, so it has been a while. A beautiful Tempest. The prettiest ship in the galaxy. Well, I guess almost. Because there is the... Well, I'm in this galaxy, yeah, sure.
Species are at odds. The talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Okay, what do you have in the terminal? Nexus HNS. Angaran delegation on Nexus. An Angaran delegation arrives on the Nexus. Initiative brass are now working to program an alliance with the species native to Andromeda. While tensions persist, the Angaran ambassador was reportedly impressed with the Nexus and its resources. The human pathfinder has made contact with the legendary Angaran resistance rebels. Resistance reception to Milky Way species is reportedly warming. Initiative outpost has been established on World. Yeah. It's called Tarve Union. It will focus on extracting ice to provide water for the fleet and other colonies. That's actually very good. Cool, I mean. I'm not so sure that shipping of ice from planet is that viable, but I guess they have very efficient engines here, so it might be. Who knows? What up,
Things
Veteran?
are still going smoothly without me to look over them?
We're good.
I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
I think he would.
I'm sure he would have. To be with you guys.
Yeah, I think so too. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here.
Okay, so we get to find Sid,
I'd kill for strawberry.
which is the... I think it was Vetra's brother.
Hey, Pathfinder.
Yeah. Ignatius. That's a weird name. Okay.
Hi. Gil Brody is your engineer, right?
That's right.
I'm Bailey. I used to work with him in the hangars here. You wouldn't happen to know if he's available, would you?
For what is the question?
Depends on what you mean. His duties keep him pretty busy.
No, I mean like a... Oh, never mind. Just, tell him I said hi, huh?
I think he means in a more personal relationship. I see that there's actually black border under the video, so I'm gonna try full screening this. It might screw everything up, so if it does, I'm not even sorry. Yeah. So this should be a little bit better. Let's see if that crashes the game. Oh, this is the museum we already been through here. What am I even trying to do here? Kill Brody, a game of poker. I guess we will go play a game of poker. That should be in the club, I suppose. Vortex Club, huh? Yeah, life is strange. Okay, I don't think it's on the tram though. I think I can get there from here. I don't know where this crew talks are coming in.
Not the best quality, but we don't have many options here.
Nexus, our lives.
Pathfinder?
What's this?
Tell our leaders, wake the sleepers.
What up, Bruce?
Hey, what's going on?
Wake the sleepers.
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list, like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
I mean, I had to make a choice, really. It's either the military stuff or scientists.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I mean, shit, I guess I will talk to them.
Okay. I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
But technically there should be 2
Tried
outposts right
taking
now.
Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
So I mean, there should be room for people. But I mean, that's I'm not gonna say anything. It just feels like a little bit stupid. Because if you were on a situation like this, you need food for people. There's no going around that. So let's see what's up this about broker.
Ryder, big news. I think I found my purpose in life.
Huh.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Gambling.
Thrashing you at poker? Should I deal?
Ryder, I can read Gil's vital signs and give you an advantage during the game if you like.
Hell no.
Don't.
Alright. You can deal first. Having fun?
Getting my ass kicked is what I'm doing.
Poker's lost me several friends over the years. The only one who still plays me is my buddy Jill. I know. Jill and Gil.
Is this the one who's here?
The one you mentioned. Part of the initiative?
Yep. Been awake since the start. Jill's a fertility expert. Heads the initiative CRC. My only real friend from back home. I bet 50.
I call. The CRC?
Colonial Repopulation Committee. She's always teasing that I'm making her job harder. Says if I'm not making babies, I'm part of the problem. We have that kind of relationship.
I mean, repopulation, when we have people on freezing, I mean, that's kinda odd. I guess the hurtful kind, yeah.
Sounds kinda disrespectful. It doesn't bother you?
Nah, she's like family. Supports me unconditionally. We just ride each other like that. You should meet her. You'll see. She's amazing. Another 100.
I fold.
Another one for me then.
Well, that's that.
How much?
You win.
How much money I'm gonna
I've
lose?
achieved my true purpose in life. What will I do now?
I'll get you next time.
Revenge will be mine.
Someday, maybe. Jill predicted you'd be my downfall. Can't wait to tell her she was wrong. Another streak intact, I'll say.
Ouch. Have fun. And thanks for the game.
Yeah. So you got the poker game. What up, Anan?
Looking good there.
The flag of
Good.
Teruni. Let's hear it. It's you.
Liam?
Free drinks for Pathfinders. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, that sounds good. But not quite the reason why I'm here. Okay, it seems like we've done everything. I think we will have more missions in the hydroponics. I think that's what the
Free our families.
that symbol means. So
Our leaders. Wake the sleepers.
okay, or not? Just a location symbol.
Make them know. Make
Okay.
them lead or make them go.
We're gonna head off to the Sam node. I kinda wanna see what memories we have triggered or unlocked. It's one of the more interesting storylines in the game, I feel like. The whole Sam node thing. Crybaby, I guess it's the habitation deck.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS.
Okay. Isn't S. Oh yeah, and our sister might be up, I don't know. That would be interesting. To finally see her. From the save game, I think I'm like 25% through of the game, so it's time she woke up, I think. Or maybe she will be down the whole game.
Oh, I can't wait to go to Aya. Pathfinder, I hear the Angaran planet Aya is a paradise. We finally found a lush world. When do we start moving in?
I don't think we will be stealing Angaran planets, so it's complicated.
These things take time. There's not much room on Aya, and we're still proving ourselves to them. But we need to find lush planets of our own. For all of us.
True. But hey, at least now we know one exists, right? I know you'll do it. Keep up the good work, Pathfinder.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to hear positive things once in a while. I don't quite remember if this is the way to summon. Yeah, it is. Okay. I think we have kinda 2 triggers available.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Play the memory.
Let's see it.
This memory is from when your parents returned to Earth, after your mother was diagnosed with her disease.
It's simple. We take Sam.
Who?
I named the AI, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Sam. We use your research and interface Sam with an implant.
My work on biotic implants was yielding results, but I don't know.
What did the doctor say?
Alec,
What did he say?
it's getting worse.
There's your answer. This will work. Sam can fix you.
Alec, I'm not some war you have to win. You're not an N7 anymore.
That doesn't mean we...
They kicked you out of the Alliance for this.
We're talking about your life.
Alec, did you ever consider that maybe it's my time to go? I'm human. We die. It happens.
Ellen, please. Losing you is not an option. The kids aren't gonna lose their mother. God knows they never had a father.
Then give them one.
They just asked for a refund.
So can this Sam talk yet?
Hello, Ellen. Why did the tree go to the dentist?
To
get a root canal.
Oh god damn it, Sam. Not like this.
Humor algorithms. I can't seem to get the hang of it.
Or maybe it's the guy teaching them?
That was like a...
That felt so real. Mom was right there, alive.
It was the first time I met Ellen. My education on human mortality began that day. Your mother seemed prepared to die.
I mean, it's a fact of life, and I think Dad needed to hear it as well.
But Dad wasn't ready. Mom was just trying to prepare him.
Even though all human beings one day expire.
Yeah, but when it's someone you love, it's not that cut and dry.
I'm beginning to understand where your father's resolve came from. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. Your progress as Pathfinder has unlocked an additional memory.
I guess we will play that memory as well.
Let's see it.
This memory is of a family gathering on Earth.
Finally, the Ryder clan in one room. It feels like it's been years since we were together.
Or more.
Well, I'll take whatever I can get. I've missed you too.
How are you feeling, Mom?
No, we're not doing that. There's only one rule for this visit. No talking about me. I'm fine. And when I'm not, the pills help. Deal?
Okay.
Good. Let's talk about something else. Alec? Really?
Well, you're both looking taller.
Yeah, Dad, that does tend to happen.
Right. So, I heard the Alliance has a new Mako in the works.
Yeah, word is they can airdrop this one from a ship.
I know. They're saying we might get one on our next expedition.
You still poking around the Attican Traverse?
It's amazing. We think we might have found a Prothean site. No artifacts yet, but we're still digging.
I remember the day they found the first ruins on Mars. Changed my life. We knew for sure that aliens were real. We just had to go find them.
Yes, every day I wake up, I'm looking at a Mass Effect relay and I keep thinking, what's on the other side?
Don't lose that. The minute you stop wondering what's beyond the mountain, you die a little
No
inside.
chance of that. It's in our blood. You infected us.
What was it like, Dad? When you went through that first relay?
Don't believe the stories. The Charon relay scared the shit out of us. Admiral Grissom included. Why don't we go have this dinner your mom's been slaving over all day? I'll tell you all about it.
I don't understand the echo in the voices. I mean, I guess it's an empty room, but...
I remember that. Mom complained the Ryder clan was never in the same room at the same time.
Odd, considering you were family.
I guess there's your answer. Actually, life is hectic.
People get busy. Sarah and I were trying to start our lives.
A course that seems to have been influenced by your father.
Yeah, good or bad, your parents rub off on you.
A form of symbiosis?
Sure, I suppose. Though not always beneficial.
It gave rise to you.
Jury's still out on that.
Nevertheless, the emotional bonds among family became clear to me that day. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
So there is more.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
See you
That's
later,
all
pal.
for now.
Of course.
Let's actually go check out the audio logs. What the hell are you doing, dude? Oh.
Your father's first sidearm. A memento of his
Right,
early Alliance
I went through
service.
this.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Okay, so let's check out the
Your
audio
father's
logs.
personal logs.
Some development. Shadow broker deal.
Ryder, Barlavon says you're looking for me. It's not every day an XN7 looks for the Shadow Broker. Anything can be had, provided you can pay. Especially when the tech involves artificial intelligence. The Council will have specters all over my ass if they catch wind of this. Translation, I'll get you the code you want, but the price just doubled. If you try to renege, I've got people. People with guns.
Yeah, I guess in this timeline, or the timeline when this we left the place, Liara wasn't the Shadow Broker yet, because she became a Shadow Broker in the DLC. Spoiler alert for those who haven't played the Mass Effect 3. But yeah, that sounds like the original Shadow Broker, so... the cat mistake.
As a Quarian and historian, how do you view your people's reaction to the Geth?
Well, we banned artificial intelligence, which was understandable, but that was taking a hammer to a rather delicate nail.
Which was what?
The very thing that sparked the revolt. The first Geth who asked us, Creator, does this unit have a soul? But how could it have a soul? Geth had no meaningful perceptions of the world or diversity of experiences we take for granted. Worse, the Geth saw us as the Creator. The revolt was inevitable. We were their superiors, and they resented it.
Yeah, that's... the whole Get story is actually pretty cool in the original series. What about Ellen's research?
Give me that, Alec. We've heard enough of you talking. Right. So, here's the irony. My research on biotic implants and EZO caused this stupid disease. But maybe it'll save me, too.
No maybe about it.
Hey, this is my secret log. Anyway, the right type of implant, joined with the right type of AI, could actually bolster human physiology. Even as the disease is trying to kill me, the implant and Sam are counteracting it, keeping things balanced. Result? I get to hang around a little longer. Maybe collect on all those anniversary dinners this guy owes me.
Okay, so... don't have much to say about that. What's this?
I am Dr. Liara
Oh.
Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans
We already listened to that earlier, so...
that flourished in the Milky
just happens to be the Liara who I was talking about, the Shadow Broker. That was actually crazy. Man, I love the story so much in the original Mass Effect series, so I think that's the main reason why I haven't really been that excited about this Andromeda, but I have to say that the combat and all that things like Architect, it's actually kinda... I'm starting to like the game, but for very different reasons. Personally, I don't think the combat in Mass Effect original series was that good, actually. I think it was pretty bad. But you're gonna have to do it if you're gonna play the game, so I think they definitely nailed that one here. Do we have any kind of clue where our missions would be? Guess in the journal. Is this in Helios? Nexus, yeah. Sleeping Dragon, speak with Kandros, speak with the Protector. Okay, 8 Apex. Okay. I don't even know if this is something you're gonna do here. Yeah. I mean, it does highlight all these regions, so let's visit the Cryoby. See if our sister is awake at the same time. Yeah, it must be this door.
I have a friend who came across on the Solarian Ark. How do I find him?
No one's heard from them. Their ark's missing.
How's that possible?
A lot has gone wrong. But they've got Pathfinder out there trying to find it.
Wow. Maybe I should go back to stasis.
I'm right here, girls, and I'm definitely not trying to find the Solarian Ark right now. But don't worry, the situation is under control.
Damned exiles.
Ryder, that was a hell of a thing talking to your sister in a coma. Can't say I really bought into the whole SAM implant, but well, that was pretty amazing.
I guess it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I had no idea we could do that.
Just when you think you've seen it all. And here a 600-year trip to a new galaxy seemed like science fiction. Something new every day.
So what about your job, Mr.
So
Galvin?
you and Lexi swapped jobs?
You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it, but it's passed me by. So it made sense that Lexi and I switched places. She's younger. Well, for Asari. They're still teenagers when they're 200. And she's one hell of a doctor. She'll serve the Tempest well.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
But that also probably means that we won't get our sister back.
What brings you to Andromeda?
Lots of reasons. Women for one. Welcome, Pathfinder. Please select a topic.
Yeah, we've been through all this, I don't know how I'm supposed to find the Apex Soldier thing here. If it's even here. Maybe I'm misreading the thing. So our sister is still out. Okay. Gather intel on enemies. I mean... Maybe that's just the multiplayer missions. It could very well be. The firefighters on hold. Wait for email from Knight. Okay. So we actually only have the sleeping dragons to do. Speak with Kandros. So yeah, I probably just misread the whole map. They were blinking regardless of if there's mission or not. Yeah. So. Well, we visited the sister at least.
The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
Without Jean, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
Where are you? Nobody. Okay.
They're just trying to boost our morale.
I don't know why the guards are kinda crouching there. It's a little bit weird. So what up, Kandros?
So that's what the Kett are up to, transforming people into willing slaves?
Now we know why they take so many prisoners.
Well, they're sure as hell not taking any more.
About the stasis protesters.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
I mean, I think he's right. But... I mean, we have outposts, but I guess...
We only just got on our feet. Plus, it messes up the schedule again. What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
Are the protesters dangerous?
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
How would you move them?
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
I mean, using violence to stop the protesters. That sounds a little bit radical, but then again, if we give it just a couple of them the right to kinda unfreeze their families, it would mean everyone wants to unfreeze their families, right? It's just funny that we don't actually know if we would have food or anything, so this is kinda uninformed decision anyway. I'm not so much worried about losing the hydroponics or the Nexus, so I'm more worried about them dying. Or people starting to die. But I guess we can go on without the food. Or less food, I guess. But I mean, yeah, let's do this. I mean, you can't be sloppy when you're doing this kind of work. You gotta be systematic.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Yeah. You slimy bastard. Let's see the strike mission. We actually had a couple of missions going on. Papa Squad and Foxtrot. Okay.
Secure message from intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
What's up, Sayax? Nothing.
Hey, Ryder, I'd like a moment.
Oh.
Yes? Lieutenant Sayax, right?
That's me.
I'm putting together Apex strike teams to protect the people and assets you're setting up out there. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit from your experience.
Starts with the education, I suppose, maybe. Gotta get dirty. I mean, gotta get dirty.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience.
I agree, but your insights on the assholes out there would really help. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
Okay. That's a little bit weird. So we still have a quest going on here. I guess
Supply request is in. Half ammo today. Focus on melee.
well, that's actually gonna be in the lower part, I guess. Alright, this is the time. Docking bay. What mission is this? Okay. I guess it was in the docking bay. Can't really remember.
On various parts of the Nexus. Authorities have no word on completion and remind visitors to avoid affected areas. This is HNS.
Agent S.
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened? She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
I mean, I am sorry, but
I know this is hard, but for the good of the Nexus, we need you to be patient.
We've already waited. How old will I be by the time Mom's out of stasis?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
You'll break your mom's heart, kid.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
They'll probably agree with the Pathfinder. You're done here. Come on.
Okay, well that was actually peaceful enough, if that's the end of that quest. I'm perfectly happy with how that went. I was a little bit afraid that we are just gonna shoot all of them, because that would have been bad.
Pathfinder.
Random dude. Okay. So apparently we got all the quests done in Nexus, maybe? I guess this must be Sayax needs assistance getting Apex up and running effectively. Let's see if you can see something about this quest. No. I'm fairly certain it's a multiplayer quest. And this one is on hold, so we might as well move on. Ah, god damn it. We still need to... We still need to visit EOS. I'm gonna go do these couple missions on EOS. Does that make sense? I guess it does. Back to the EOS. Third time is the charm, I suppose. Maybe this time we will be just done with the whole place. One thing I'm actually gonna want to make sure is what resolution are we? Okay, it's 180p. After we full screened the game half an hour ago.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
No, not here. Where the heck is our ship? Guess I could talk to this guy. Is this 10? No?
Put in a good word for us.
What up, Cora?
Tan likes to think he's keeping an eye on us. Works both ways.
Yeah, I guess.
The Angara have nothing to fear from the people of the Milky Way.
But do you have anything to offer?
Our wisdom, our knowledge.
We have plenty of that on our own.
Of course. And you also have food, water, necessities of life.
Now we get to the heart of the matter.
So they don't have food either.
The groundwork for trade between our people.
What would you trade?
Well, wisdom and knowledge.
We'll take that under consideration. Good day.
Yep.
Congratulations are in order. Peaceful contact with the Angara. It's everything the initiative stands for.
I guess that's the best part of the job, man.
It was amazing. A culture we'd never met before, in a brand new galaxy. I was just glad to be part of it.
It's a moment to savor. In the Milky Way, first contact was a rare event. I hope rescuing the Moshae leads to stronger ties between our people. Did you have some other business?
Tan's role.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me. They don't see me as the rightful successor.
Why the top?
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Revenue management?
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right.
Damn.
Sorry.
What about the crit look?
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
I can believe that, so what about other questions? Planet viability?
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Forward stations?
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Yeah. Who wouldn't want that? The Andromeda Initiative.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Yeah, maybe. So, alien species on Nexus?
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Yeah, what about your dislike for Krogan?
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Yeah, what about the Nexus troubles then?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Gian Garson's dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Somehow I feel like there's going to be something about the Jean Garson, or there should be at least. More than just this, but I guess we will find out. And the Scourge disaster?
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Have I heard that name before? It sounds so familiar. Sloane Kelly?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
And where are the Krogan?
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Yeah, you gotta love the Salarian and Krogan hatred for each other. I guess the missing arcs.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Salarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Additional arcs.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Oh yeah, but they might come. That's interesting. Okay, so goodbye.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Pathfinder.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported.
So what do we have here?
Security is investigating.
Guess nothing. I could go talk to the faces tired guy as well, I suppose. Oh, really?
How may I assist?
Getting someone out of cryo.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
EOS Chief Engineer Grace Little?
I heard that the Chief Engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Prodromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Colonist ID designations?
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In the CV file somewhere anyway. It isn't relevant when everyone is doing everything. I suppose it's like caring about a middle name. Do you not know yours?
No, tell me.
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in select company, even before you were made Pathfinder. Rider Pathfinder, Specialist designation A04 Malapa.
Something interesting?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
What? Goodbye.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Okay, I guess that was some other quest we actually managed to do here. Let's talk to Addison. Maybe her face is not tired anymore. Okay, Spender's allegiance.
I've been digging, and there are serious concerns about Spender.
And this relates to your job as Pathfinder how?
It relates to your job.
3, 4, 5. Right. I've had a year and a half of doing everything with nothing. 1,000 people riding me. Spender, shit as he is, helps. So, Pathfinder, if you've accusations to make, be certain. I'll drop trouble
Jesus,
like a
lady.
hot rock, but I can't lose people over suspicions. We don't have the people left.
I don't know who made her dialogue, but it's just... She's trying too much. Let's put it that way. Reaction to outposts.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
People are eager to help. The shortages are obvious, but you're turning it to inspiration. There's so much beneath Vold. Some are calling it beautiful, but not when I'm around. Poetry remains off limits.
Okay, I'm getting someone out of cryo.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
Did you forget the stink that playing favorites has already caused? Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brekker's console.
Oh.
It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood?
She still had something else.
Pathfinder.
Current Andromeda viability.
How are we doing on the viability front?
Aiming for success. It sounds pat, but you're living up to the job.
Okay, goodbye.
Director Addison?
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Okay, so I think this is a good time as any to end the episode here, and it was a little bit slow episode, but at least the game didn't crash on me. So I mean, I will probably do more tomorrow. We'll see about that, but I don't know what the heck was going on. I did some driver updates, so maybe one of those actually fixed the issue. But yeah, see you guys on the next episode. See you there.